Hey, how are you? It's been a while. It's been a long while. Got a little bit longer beard, a little more bags under the eyes, a little older. How are you doing? You look wonderful. I'm so proud of you, and I want you to know that. Where has the time gone? It has really gotten away from me. It's been a while. It really has. A lot's happened, and the last time I posted a video was way too long ago. But I'm going to try to get back into posting videos, and here is going to be a bit of a recap of what's been going on as to why I haven't been posting, where I've been. I'm not dead. I still want to do YouTube videos, but for the last couple years, I've been fucked 6 ways to Sunday, and now we're on number 7. And yeah. So let's break this down. Okay. So back when I posted this last video, okay, was March 2nd of 22. March 2nd of 22. And what the plan was to have a contractor get started working on the house and get moved in as soon as possible. Because last time I talked to you guys on here, I was getting things in motion, dealing with the bank, dealing with the contractor. Everything looked like it was all on the up and up. We were actually going to move out of our apartment, live at this place, the warehouse, the store, for just a short while, and get moved in, and everything was going to be all hunky-dory. And it wasn't. It wasn't at all. It turned into the contractor taking the money and running without getting anything accomplished. He said he was going to do this, that, and the other, and he didn't even finish one out of the several things that he said he was going to do. So I ended up having to get other contractors involved and asking the bank for even more money. It's turned into a big point at this deal where I'm struggling financially to make this work, because at this point in time, like, my girlfriend doesn't have a job. I'm doing all the work, and after a year, she leaves. After a year of working on the house and dealing with being fucked over by the contractors and dealing with the bank and giving up all of my weekends and using all my vacation time to work on the house and getting injured in the process, during the summer of 22, I got hurt and ended up in the hospital. I had stitches in my left leg, and it's healed since then, but I had to get 7 stitches in. I was on scaffolding, peeling off siding on the house, and fell. And what happened was the scaffolding hit a soft spot in the ground, it rolled backwards, and I went forwards, landed on the ladder, dented one of the steps on my leg, and then after the scaffolding fell, it rolled up and then rolled on top of me. So there was an ordeal there, and at that point I was still working at Walmart. Since then I've changed jobs. I now work at a factory. I started doing the factory job. Will be 2 years come July. Like July 27th, I believe, will be 2 years that I've started working there. So it was a quick transition of quitting Walmart and going to working at Conagra. So I've been doing that. But last year, in 23, in February, my girlfriend left me with me to float the bill. on the house. And I did everything I could, tried to make payments work, and I was keeping up with payments. And then the end of the term was due, and I had to do an extension, and then I had to do another extension. And I just couldn't keep making payments. Like, I did everything I could to make payments. I went down to eating nothing. Well, let me backtrack. After she left me, I went through a massive depressive state and wanted to take my life. And in a sense, I still kind of do, more or less. And I did see a therapist about it, and I dealt with a therapist for, I don't know, 8 months to a year. I don't remember exactly when I stopped going. But I stopped going whenever I couldn't make payments for my sessions because I was making payments for the bank. And it made it difficult to get my medication. And when I could get my medication, I was real bad about taking it because of working long hours at work and dealing with everything else. And so, although the medication was working, it was helping, it's because I wasn't taking it regularly, it wasn't working and it wasn't helping. So I decided back in December of 23 to just quit cold turkey. And my mental state really got out of hand back in February, and I almost started taking it again. I really thought about it, but I chose against it. Part of the reason why I chose to not continue taking it is because I've always been someone who doesn't feel like they need medication and have been a very flexible individual in the sense of, with all the shit that I've gone through in my life, I've been able to bounce back and make things work. I went to losing a lot of weight because of the breakup. I went from like 220 pounds down to 170 in less than 30 days. At one point, I didn't eat anything for over 40 hours. And then as I started to slowly pick myself up, I started eating again, but again with the payments, I could only eat like 1 meal a day or every other day to make things work. Spending $100 in groceries, eating a lot of frozen foods, a lot of frozen dinner meals, because when you can afford, that's all you can afford. Here are the things that have changed. Here are some of the good things that have changed. I've gotten a raise. I'm getting 2 more raises here in about the next month because I will have my 2-year tenure. And the contract, because it's a union job, everyone's getting a raise next month or later this month. I don't remember. It's either June or July. Everyone's getting a raise, and then I'm getting a second one for my tenure in July. So there's that. Now, with her leaving me after a month of staying after we broke up, yes, I still did let her live with me because she had nowhere to go. She did move out, and then she hit rock bottom. She went to living out of her car because she didn't want to live at her parents, and when she did live at her parents, it just wasn't good for her. She lived with a couple different friends, she couch surfed, and it just didn't work out for her. She lost her car. She's working on getting it back. It's currently in her mom's possession, and she's working on paying it off. But at one point, I chose to have 0 contact with her, just for my sake. And then, after about 4 months, so think somewhere in August, I don't remember, because like she left in like May of 23. But at some point we like started talking again, and we've been on good terms since. She moved back in with me here at the warehouse back in October of last year. Yes, I'm too nice of a person by everyone's accounts. I don't give a shit. I still care about her, and nothing's going to change that. So, and I've always told her, I don't care what happened, I don't care how bad I was hurt, I will not leave you to suffer. I will not just throw you out. So, she's been living with me since then. However, I have met her boyfriend that they've been together with since May of 23. And they went through a spell where they broke up and then got back together. And he moved in back in December. So yes, it is the three of us living here. They have their own space. I have my own space. We all cohabitate very well. I do not want to see the comments flooded about why are you doing this to yourself. Do not want to hear any of that. Just know that I am in a good mental state. Know that everything is going well for me. That I'm doing okay. I'm doing better now than I was before, because as of January, at the start of the year of 24, I told the bank I'm not making payments anymore. I can't afford to make payments. So I've been working on foreclosure process on the house and trying to go through that. So that has been a struggle, and it's 6 months deep into 24, and I'm still trying to get it all squared away. But because I gave up on the house, I'm not making $900 payments interest only to the bank, and that extra money is going back in my pocket, and it's allowing me to do things here. It's allowed me to build up a small kitchen, get a sink moderately working. We're able to like use one of the faucets here to fill up water as needed into a sink basin and do clean dishes that way. I'm working on trying to save up some money so we can have an actual stove, because wire is like $400 for what I need to run it, because I need like 100 feet of wire to run from the box to where the stove's going to be. And to get a shower set up, it's going to be like $1,500 just for materials. And for the shower, it's going to be like $400 as well, because that is just for the shell itself. But I got to raise it up because I'm not cutting through concrete. I'm not going through that process. I'm just going to raise it up onto a elevated platform and run the piping within that elevated platform and make it all work that way. But aside from all this, what else have I been doing? Have I just been slumping around? Have I just been trying to get through day to day? Have I been sleeping all the time? No, I've actually been sleeping a lot less. Not only because the medication, because the medication I was on was bupropion. So it was like an energy booster, as well as kind of helped with, I guess, ADHD. Apparently they use it to help people quit smoking. I don't know. But it had me in a position where I was only sleeping for 4 hours at a time. And honestly, I really like it. I like not sleeping a whole lot. I'm very productive. Yeah, that's why I have extra bags under my eyes. And here lately I've been sleeping a lot more, just because I'm going through the cycles of like not sleeping a whole lot, sleeping way too much. And so it just happens from time to time. But I have found that I work way better with less sleep. So I'm trying to get myself to naturally be in a position where I either sleep between 4 and 6 hours. Yeah, 6 hours is like the bare minimum for most people, but 4 to 6 hours is like it's a good rhythm for me, and I really enjoy it. It's really weird, but I really enjoy it. What I've been doing for the last year, and actually 1 year coming up, as of July 28th, I believe. I'd have to go back and look. I've been streaming. I've been streaming on Twitch. So instead of focusing on like recording videos and making stuff for YouTube, because the whole reason I wasn't posting on YouTube was because this was supposed to be temporary. This was supposed to be temporary, and all I was going to do was just be here for a short while, move in, get a whole new setup set up, and be on my way. Now, this is going to be permanent residence. This is going to be the new look for a while, and more than likely indefinitely, unless if I decide to change up the room, make it look prettier. There we go. Yesterday, I just bought this AC unit for the summers, because they are using the other portable unit. We had two originally, but one of them's broken, so I had to go buy a new one. So I've got that set up and it's keeping the room nice and cool. Right now it's shut off just so that way I can record this. But I've been streaming on Twitch, doing it since July 28th. Well, a little bit before that because I hit affiliate July 28th. So, for the month of July, August, and into September, so for 3 months, I'm going to be doing a subathon. I've gotten almost, at this point, I'm at 196 followers, so in 1 year, I've been doing very well. I've found a good niche, I found a very good community in the Super Autopets community. It's a very fun, basically like a card game, more or less. You guys might have remembered from whenever I first posted about it way long ago of like how addicting the game was. Yeah, it's I've got just at 1,000 hours in the game now. Oh, because I was impressed that in having the game for 1 year, I had like 100 hours in it. I thought that was pretty cool. But streaming the game, it's not the only thing I stream. I stream other stuff too. Like I've been really enjoying Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, the remake. I almost got 100% completed. Probably this week I'm going to finish that up and finish out its loose ends. But yeah, so if you want, you can check me out over there. Because I'm going to start doing YouTube stuff again, I'm going to work on reducing the amount of time that I do stream, so I can focus on making videos and editing videos. So streaming's going to go from dailies to 3 times a week, because I'm also trying to balance the business as well. So we're going to try to finish up Sumir, Figment, Murdered Soul Suspect, and Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Those are the 4 that we're going to finish. And after we finish those, everything's going to look a little bit different. Actually, everything's going to look a little bit different whenever I do record those, because I'm going to use kind of like my Twitch setup for it. That's everything, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for welcoming me back. And while you're waiting on me to get stuff uploaded onto YouTube, go ahead and check me out on Twitch. And we're going to bring something over from Twitch over to here. And it's kind of like our little motto. Something I've developed over all the bullshit that's happened this past year. And that is, try to have a better day than yesterday. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh, and don't forget, streams are going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 a.m. CST, unfortunately. Sorry about that, guys. But go ahead, in the meantime, check out this playlist. I really enjoyed it. It's a really fun game. You should all check it out. And, again, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.